welcome back. I'm doing a big meal prep today, I guess. It's kind of like a week's worth of different meal preps to help me stay on track with my healthy eating. I've got my water here. I've got all of my ingredients, I hope, laid out. My chicken's thawing in the microwave, and I'm just gonna jump into the first recipe. I've got everything on my phone, so I'll have to reference that, so we'll have some cuts. So the first recipe that I am gonna start on is a roasted veggie soup. It's supposed to be anti-inflammatory. I'll post whatever recipes I have. They're like, I don't know, TikTok videos or whatever, so I'll do my best. But I'm gonna get started with that because it needs to roast in the oven. It didn't give me a temperature, so I'll just put it on like, I don't know, 400 maybe. I'll get that going right away so that that can be going while I'm working on the other things. I got my mega sheet pan here. I've got all my veggies laid out over here. Look at these carrots, look like they're straight out of a Bugs Bunny cartoon. They look so fun. So I'm gonna get these washed, then we'll start cutting. This soup was really fun to make. I've never just roasted a whole pan of veggies before. It felt very like, I don't know, like I had my crap together, you know? If you know, you know, right? I definitely didn't know what to expect with this. It sounded really good. I do like vegetables, and I like V8. I thought this would taste similar to V8. It wasn't what I expected when I finished it, so I'll have to try again with this one, I think. So the oven's preheated. I'm gonna cover this with some avocado oil and then salt and pepper and a little garlic powder. Okay, so this goes in the oven. I've got it set to 430 degrees, and I'll put it in for like 20 minutes and check it. We're gonna do the dessert next. It is Greek yogurt, peanut butter, cocoa powder. I've got maple syrup, but the recipe says whatever sweetener you want. That gets frozen, then we're gonna cover it with dark chocolate. So they sound delicious. Peanut butter and chocolate, it's great. I'm probably going to double this because I anticipate it's going to taste good, and I don't want to have to keep coming back and making it. I'm sure the kids will want to try it. So yeah, I'll double it. If it doesn't look like a lot, maybe I'll triple it. We'll see. I think I'll just triple it. Okay, and then a tablespoon of peanut butter, so I'll do 3 tablespoons. And then a tablespoon of cocoa powder. Sweetener is just however much, so I will mix this together and try it, and then put sweetener in. All right, a little bit of maple syrup. That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna scoop this out onto like a silicone mat or something and then freeze it. That's all I have room for. I'll throw this in the freezer, and I think I have a smaller pan I can finish up. So next I'm going to get together the stuff for the broth. It's basically just like a bone broth, and then you throw in green onions and some seasonings, and then you just warm it up and sip on it. I love sipping on broth, so I thought that sounded good. I'm also gonna take these carrot tops and chop those up. I'll throw those in there too because whatever. Looks like parsley, so it's fine. But if I have it ready to go, it'll be easier for me to keep up with this. This looks like a lot, but I'm gonna use some of this on top of the peanut butter chicken too. The next thing I'm gonna do is a cabbage Alfredo. So basically you're using the cabbage like the pasta, and then you make a high protein Alfredo sauce to go on it. I like cabbage a lot. I thought it looked really good. I don't anticipate anybody else is gonna like it. I'm not making it for them. Maybe you guys will like it. My kids aren't gonna touch it. My daughter might try it. I think she said she wanted to try it. If any of you try it, let me know. This recipe was from Low Carb Love. I used to watch her all the time, and I don't know why she doesn't pop up on my feed anymore, but she did the other day with this. I think I was on Pinterest maybe. She popped up and this looked delicious. There was actually a carrot salad too that she made, which I don't like carrots, but I want to like carrots, so I'm trying really hard to find recipes with carrots. So maybe that's something I'll try, but not today. I don't know how much this is supposed to make either. I suppose just however I portion it. She didn't really have like portion sizes. She just threw it on a plate and was eating it. I can do that. We're not doing too bad. I think I have 3 things out of 6 done. I didn't actually start appreciating cabbage until I made the super greens. And then it was like the more cabbage the better. And if you haven't tried the super greens, I've got a video. It's actually my video, my best performing video. So go check it out, keep it going. But it definitely is a good recipe. I feel like this isn't the right knife for this either. Oh, I forgot the rice too. I was gonna start rice for the chicken. Crap. Okay, so she said bunch of olive oil, salt and pepper, and it gets roasted for 20 minutes on 400, I think it was. And then I have 1 sweet potato. I have 1 sweet potato. I used to eat sweet potatoes all the time. I would microwave them, and then I would just put butter and sour cream on, and I loved them. But now, years later, I don't really care for them, but I want to. So I bought 1. I'm gonna roast it and then chop it up and put it with the chicken. So I think however many chicken I get, but I will make like 2 of them with sweet potatoes, and then like the other ones with rice. I always feel like I'm gonna cut my hand off. Whoops. Okay, that worked. Cool. Okay, I'll just put these right on with the or the whatever this crap is, cabbage. I don't know. Lots of oil. I feel like my other veggies were too dry. Oh, feel like those are done yet. I wonder if I'm doing it wrong. Am I supposed to roast veggies at a lower temp? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, 450 for 20 minutes. Mine's been in at 430 for like a half hour. Don't know. I just put a little more oil on and stirred them up. They smell delicious, but the carrots are still a little hard, so I'll give them like 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it because I don't want them to burn. So we're gonna go in with a bunch of oil. A lot of cabbage here. Salt and pepper, and I'm gonna do garlic powder again because garlic's delicious, so why not? I hope this is good. It looks so good. Okay, make room for the sweet potato. That's ready to go. So as soon as those other veggies are done, I'll throw this in, and then I gotta start dinner, so hopefully the timing works. Okay, I can make the Alfredo sauce. This is super funny. I just took this out of my kitchen, rearranged my whole kitchen, decluttered everything. I'm working on the video, but I took this out because I haven't used it since we moved, and we've lived here for like 4 years. And I thought, well, I'll put it in the basement because I don't ever use it. I should get rid of it, but I just want to hang on to it. And now I think this will be perfect for what I'm doing. We'll see. Okay, so she didn't have a lot of measurements, but she did say 16 ounces of full-fat cottage cheese. I pulled this out of my freezer, and it's 2%. So it's not full fat, but that's fine. I think I'll use this butter. She just said some softened butter, so that's probably 3 tablespoons. This is 16 ounces of cottage cheese. Ooh, it's very dry. Butter in. She said a splash of milk. So this is high protein milk. It's not really going to add a ton of protein because we're just using a splash, but it's something. This is garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, and then I forgot this is super salty, so I probably shouldn't have added so much salt. All right, this is Parmesan Romano. All right, let's see how it looks. Oh, you have to plug it in. Whoop. Oh. It's doing nothing. It's not even moving yet. Why isn't it moving yet? All right, I just swapped the vegetables. Carrots are soft now. I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, this isn't from this. This is my tall mixer for this, and this is the short one. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this must be from an old one because at one point we had a Ninja, and then my husband like won a Ninja through work or something, and then somebody else gave us a Ninja, so we had 3 at the same time, and I bet it got mixed up. So I can declutter this, which is nice, but now it's dirty, and I'm disappointed that it didn't work. That's okay, now I know. So I'll get this washed and get in the declutter bin. Okay, let's try this again. So I'm not totally disappointed about that. That's one more thing out of my house. So it's fine. Let's try this. Super thick. Oh, it's so thick. Holy crap. It's actually pretty good. I think when it's hot, the Parmesan will melt, because right now it just feels like grated Parmesan. Or which one's? Yeah, grated's the one you get in the little shaky thing for pizza. And I used shredded, so it like grated it up. I don't even think it needs any other seasonings. And if it does, I'll just season it on my plate. I might thin it out a little more. So I guess I am ending up using kind of a significant amount. And how I usually do it, if I am making a new recipe, I just make it and I eat it. And if I like it, the next time I make it, I will like figure out all the macros and put it into my calorie counter, and then I'll write the rest. If I like it enough, I'll write the recipe down and I'll make any adjustments that I need. But the first time I try to just go by the recipe, and then I'll just eat it and kind of just do whatever calories and macros they had listed on the recipe, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that looks great. I'm supposed to make milkshakes for the kids tonight, so I didn't want to use this tall one, so I'll have to wash it out. So I'll just put the Alfredo in here. That I don't need. You'll see it up close. It's pretty smooth. I mean, like I said, I think when it's warm, it'll smooth out a little more, but I'm not disappointed with this. Alrighty, let's see. I'll set this back here. And then this I think I'm done with. Actually, I'm not. I've got to blend up the soup. Damn. Okay, maybe I should do that now. I just rinsed the blender. It should be fine. I think this soup is meant to be made and eaten right away because it says to blend it with boiling water. I just have my broth. And my broth's a little different now. Like I used to make it with all the vegetables and stuff. But now I pretty much just do chicken. And I try to get it pretty light. It's bone broth, so it's always going to be darker. But I like the lighter stuff because then I can mix it in with anything and it doesn't throw the flavor off. And I mostly use it for soup anyways, so I already have all the veggies in there. So I don't think this needs to be hot to mix. I think it's just for convenience so you can eat it right away. But we'll find out, I guess. This might not even fit in here. And if this is good, I'm going to make a loaf of bread to go with it so that I can eat it with that. Ooh, I've never done this before. I'm going to hold off on the seasonings until I get it mixed and give it a taste, see what it needs. It's very thick. It smells like marinara. Okay, let's see. Need salt. Could use some pepper. Probably onion and garlic. Let me go consult my spice cabinet and see what else I got. Okay. Getting sick of shaking out of those little containers. I think those are just for the table, not for cooking. Pepper. Smoked paprika. Salt. Ooh, that was a lot. And then since I'll be the only one eating this pretty much, I think my older daughter will try all this, but nobody else is going to eat this stuff. So I grabbed white pepper for a little kick. A lot of kick. Let's see how that tastes. I want to say too, I think I'm supposed to throw coconut milk in this. It's getting there. It's not bad. It just probably more salt. There were a lot of veggies. All right, I'm gonna throw in some turmeric and some chili powder, just a little bit. And then I gotta check and see if I'm supposed to add the coconut milk to this. I think the cabbage is done. I'm gonna just leave it in there till I finish up with this, and then I'll pull it because I don't think it's supposed to be soft. It's supposed to have some texture to it. This is just plain coconut milk. No flavor and no sugar. Oh, that kind of brought out all the seasonings. Okay. So it is pretty thick. I think I'm gonna pour it into jars and I'll top it with a little more of this broth and the coconut milk. Not too much because I don't want to throw the seasonings off, but I don't have any space left in here. I don't know how many I'll need. It says there's 9 cups. These are 2 cups each, so like 4. I'm not freezing these, so I don't care if they're up to the top. So this should be fine. That made 6. That's perfect. It is quite good. These are peanut butter lids, by the way. A 16-ounce peanut butter jar lid fits on a regular mason jar. So I usually try to save them. This is actually a mayo lid, which I grabbed by mistake, but that fits too, so there you go. Beautiful. All right, I think that's the first thing, like, completely done. That's excellent. I gotta pull the cabbage out, clean this mess up. I'm gonna take some foil and just put these potatoes on because I know they're not done yet. Whoop. Whoop. Ugh. Ooh, I just want to eat this right now. She made chicken with this too, so I was planning on doing that. But I would like to try it with the Alfredo. There it is. Just give it a second to heat that Alfredo up. It's good. I could eat this. I would have do the cabbage a little less though, because it's a little soft, and I think it being a little crunchier would be nicer. But the flavor's nice, and it definitely feels like I'm eating noodles. It doesn't taste like noodles, but that's okay. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I'm gonna get my meal prep containers. So I don't know how much to put in here. I don't know what the portion is. I'll just put some in. It looks like, I mean, that looks like a good amount. I don't know. I could throw some sauce and chicken over that. Okay, so I got 3 and then 1 for my dinner. So that's good. I'm gonna take a break. I have to pee.
Your phone.
Oh, ding, it's done.
Ding, press it done. Ding, press it done. Ding, press it done. Ding, press it done. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. I work at Burger King, making Pringle Whoppers. I wear paper hats. Do apple pie with that. Do apple pie with that. Ding, press it done. Ding, press it done.
And I was recording the whole time.
I know.
Okay, I've got 1 cup of brown rice that I forgot to make. I'll pop this on the back counter and get this going somewhere. So these are gonna go with the peanut butter chicken, and I'm just gonna do big chunks of peppers and onions. I think that peppers and onions are probably my favorite, like, stir fry combination or like veggie combination. Just so good. Oh, I forgot about those sweet potatoes. Those are probably done. Okay, getting there. This is gonna get sauteed on the stove till they're like, I don't know, still crunchy. I still want them crunchy. Oh, the onions got me. I can't see. These are beautifully done. They smell really good. I've got broccoli roasting for dinner for the family. So now I think I need to make the peanut butter sauce, and then I'll cut up the chicken, because I've got two things that need chicken, and one of it's gonna be diced and the other's gonna be like cutlets. I don't know how big my pieces are. And one of them's air fried and one of them's pan fried. So I'll make the peanut sauce, because that's the intricate part, and then I can do the chicken, which should be the last thing. Ooh, those are hot. Ooh, duh, just pull them out of the oven. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That'll work. 1 cup. I'm gonna double the sauce because I like it saucy. It's coconut milk, 2 hefty tablespoons of peanut butter. Got my little guy here. I gotta replace this. It's getting all tore up. 4. That was a big hefty one. That was a mega hef. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I always get the low sodium because you can always add more salt. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm just gonna do 3 instead of 4 because I don't want it super sweet. 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. 1 teaspoon of garlic. I don't know how many cloves 1 teaspoon is, but I'm just gonna do like as many cloves until my hand hurts, because this is frozen. 1. Ugh. 2. Whoop. Okay, that's like 4 cloves. Good enough. Half a teaspoon of ginger. Stupid me, I bought real ginger because I didn't want all the crap that they add in. I'm just gonna wash it and use the skin because I don't care. It's likely not poison, right? I don't know, whatever. Alrighty, then this simmers on the stove until it thickens. Get it all homogeneous. And this is probably way too much sauce, holy crap. Oh, I have honey out. Why do I have honey out? Tablespoon of honey I missed. This is why I put my ingredients out ahead of time. Otherwise I would have never known. I think too with that brown sugar, it's probably gonna be super sweet. So when these are done, I want to get the chicken in the same pan. There's the peanut butter sauce I just put on there, and these are already pretty brown. So I gotta get the chicken cut up, and then I can just swap them. So I gotta hurry up and get this taken care of. Okay, that's all I'm pretty much doing to this. I'm gonna throw it in a pan with some seasonings, and that's it for the cabbage stuff. I had my heat too high. The veggies are not burned, but I gotta deglaze this. I never actually turned the rice on. That's stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna season the flour, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, I'm gonna dredge these and they're going right in the air fryer. Probably could season the breadcrumbs too, but I am out of time. Like, it is past time when I should have started dinner already. I'm lagging behind. Ugh. Okay. Oh, my hand was dirty. Crap. I'm gonna squirt this with some oil and put it in the air fryer for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something. So I'm gonna get everything cleaned up. It should just be plating stuff left. I think everything's basically done or on its way to be done. And I gotta get dinner made, so I will plate stuff up when everything's ready to go. I'm getting everything packaged up to put in my fridge, so I thought I'd do just a little review about what I thought of these recipes. So this is the cabbage Alfredo. I really liked this. This was really good. The recipe called for it to be cooked for 20 minutes. I did leave it in there longer than that. That was a mistake. I should have pulled it out at that 20-minute mark because the cabbage was just a little overcooked. It wasn't like soggy, but I would have liked it a little crisper. This was good. I don't feel like it kept in the fridge well or reheated well, but I just bought another cabbage like 2 days ago because I want to make this again because eating it fresh was delicious and I would definitely recommend this. I am going to put this one in the description box for the recipe because I think it's a good recipe. The chicken, I'm not a huge fan of like meat stuff. The chicken added protein. I don't know, there was protein in the Alfredo sauce. Maybe the chicken wasn't completely necessary. I could take it or leave it. So, do what you want with that one. But I loved the Alfredo sauce. It really had a nice flavor to it and it was nice and cheesy and it actually had a little bit of like a pull on it when it was hot. So from all the Parmesan and stuff. So I definitely would recommend this one. This peanut butter chicken I was disappointed in. I'm not even going to post the recipe. So the sweet potatoes, I've been trying to love sweet potatoes again, and this did it for me. Roasting them like that was so good. I just bought a couple more. I did some shopping the other day and got a cabbage and got 3 sweet potatoes because these were so good. However, the peanut butter chicken, the chicken turned out pretty good. I did it in the air fryer. You were there. But the peanut butter sauce, it was, first of all, way too sweet. And I even did less brown sugar than what it called for. The consistency was, I don't know, strange. And the flavor was off. I did not like it. I thought I liked it. When I first took a bite, I was kind of like, oh, okay, that's okay. But after eating a plate of it, like one of these containers, it was not good. I used to have a really good peanut butter chicken recipe and it didn't have sweetened condensed milk because I really don't like the sweetness on peanut butter chicken, but I love peanut butter chicken. So I had found a recipe that didn't have the sweetened condensed milk and I loved it. I lost it. So I'm on the hunt again to find that recipe. And I knew this wasn't it, but I thought it might be good because it didn't have the sweetened condensed milk, but it did have the brown sugar and the honey, which was just way too much. I don't know, the coconut milk too was weird in there. I don't recommend this one. I'm not even going to post it. So if you are looking for it, you're going to have to go hunt it down on Pinterest because I'm not putting it up on my channel. It was not good, and I won't be making this one again. I just washed up some veggies and made some dips just to munch on during the week. That's always a good pick. And then this soup. This soup is kind of weird. Like, it tasted good for a couple bites, and then it wasn't good, and you were just kind of choking it down. I don't know if I had the seasonings wrong or whatever. Ooh, look at that beautiful bread. The bread always turns out good. I don't know, maybe if I did different seasonings or something. I don't think I'd be making it again, but I might try a variant of it. So I will post that recipe, but I don't think it was the greatest, but it was worth another shot. We are back to the dessert, which I think was one of the first recipes of the video. It's been so long. These are delicious. These are so delicious. These are like on our regular rotation now. My kids don't eat a ton of sugar at home. And we usually just have like one night a week where we have like our sugar night. These are almost a standard. The texture was really nice and the chocolate had a nice crack to it and they're high protein, they're low sugar, they're good. These ones in particular are very chocolatey with the cocoa powder, which is what I made on camera. But since then I've made strawberry ones and those were excellent as well. So I'm going to be making vanilla next, just like plain yogurt flavor vanilla. And I think those will be really good too. So these I definitely recommend. They were delicious and they keep really well. So I just had them in the freezer and then I was pulling out a few at a time to kind of thaw so that the middle's a nicer texture. And then I was just munching on them. So I recommend these highly. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention. don't eat these frozen. I took these out initially and munched it frozen, which they don't get super hard, so I thought it was fine. They were so sour from the Greek yogurt, I almost scrapped this whole recipe. It was awful. But if you let them thaw in the fridge, if the chocolate is done right, which it's just chocolate and coconut oil, it will hold in the filling, and then it has a nice crack to it, and the inside gets kind of soft and, not a little bit thicker than yogurt, but delicious. So delicious. Here's the bread again. All right, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time, and if you want some other videos to watch mine, I'll pop some up here, and I will catch you later. Bye.